Hey guys, so in today's video, I thought that I would give you a little bit of an update on my eye specialist appointment. So I think I had mentioned in one of my videos that I recorded or filmed previous to this that I was going for a follow-up to see the eye specialist. If not, last week I went for a follow-up to the eye specialist. For those of you who may not be aware of what's going on with my vision, I have peripheral vision loss and we're not sure exactly what's going on. And so I have done enhanced visual field testing twice now with the eye specialist in Petoskey, Michigan. And so I had to go back and do a little bit of a follow-up with them. So basically, what ended up happening was I did another enhanced visual field testing, which is basically they stick your face in this bowl that goes around and you click a button every time you see a little flash of light, and it tests to see where you can and can't see. So the first time that I did the visual field testing, which was about 2 months ago, before everything happened that landed me in a wheelchair and all of this, um, back in September, I think it was, or October, one of those. Um, it may have been the beginning of October 2024 that happened, but it showed a lot of peripheral vision loss on the left side of my body as well as on the right side. So I have bilateral peripheral vision loss, which they decided to diagnose as a visual field defect just because we're not sure exactly what's going on. So I had to get an MRI done to rule out a pituitary tumor, which is what my eye specialist actually thought it was for sure. Like, he was absolutely positive that they were going to find some sort of pituitary adenoma or other type of pituitary tumor, um, because of the type of vision loss and the areas that I had vision loss in. However, I did an MRI of the brain and MRI of the orbits when I was at the physical rehab after my seizures and all of this happened, where I was trying to do physical and occupational therapy to gain my strength and movement back in my body. And I'm still going through occupational therapy, as you guys know, and still waiting to get into physical therapy. So it's been a process, but last week I went back and did another round of visual field testing, the enhanced visual field testing. So the same testing that I did in either October or September of 2024. It is now December of 2024, and basically nothing has changed with my vision. It hasn't gotten worse, but it also hasn't gotten better. It's just kind of stayed the same, which we were hoping that it would somehow improve. I'm not sure exactly how we thought it would improve or how the specialists thought it would improve, but we were anticipating and hoping that it would show some sort of improvement. However, it did not. So I guess what I want to talk about in this video now, towards the end of the video, or for the rest of this video, is what the next steps are. So he basically, the reason why I go to see an eye specialist is because my mom is legally blind and she slowly went blind. Um, and so we're not sure if it's the same thing that is happening to me, that happened to my mother. We're not sure exactly what's going on. So the next step is to, I don't go to a regular eye doctor. I should specify that. I go to an ophthalmology clinic that also handles different types of eye surgeries and different types of um, eye problems. So the specialist they want me to see next, which is the next step, is not down in Petoskey, but it's where I live now. And they basically want me to see him. He deals with brain disorders as well as eye disorders. And so they're wondering if it's not some sort of, like, my brain is not sending the correct signals to help my like help interpret what I'm seeing, if that makes sense. So we're wondering if it's some sort of like a processing disorder with my vision, or if it's some sort of retinal dystrophy. So they want me to see this specialist before they refer me down to like the University of Michigan, where those retinal specialists are, because that would be the next step depending on what this other neuro-ophthalmologist says. So I do currently have a an appointment scheduled with that specialist the day after Christmas, but they did call me, so I do have to call them back because we had a feeling when the person in the Petoskey office scheduled that appointment that they would call because their office closes at 4 and they scheduled me for 4:20. Um, so they wanted um the office up here called on the day after Thanksgiving, and I missed their call because I was doing something else and didn't call them back before their office was closed. So I do have to call them this morning to kind of find out what's going on. So yeah, hopefully I am still able to see him on December 26th. If not, then I will try to get the next available appointment and kind of go from there. So I will keep you guys updated with everything that's going on as far as my vision. I'm not allowed to drive for 6 months since my last seizure. So at this point, I am not allowed to drive until June of 2025 at the earliest because I did have another seizure. It's a whole long story. I don't really want to get into that in this video, but send your positive thoughts and vibes my way because I could definitely use some positivity. This is just a lot for me to deal with. So anyways, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. And if there's any questions or comments you have, leave them in the comments down below and I will talk to you guys in my next video.